Hi there, it's Amy Infante with Plan B Consultants and Sales for Hire. We help hotel owners and sales and marketing leaders navigate the business-to-business buying process so they can lead their sales teams to win more revenue for their hotels. So have you ever had that client that just goes MIA, radio silent? You've been reaching out to them to try to figure out a time that you can talk. They've maybe rescheduled their appointment with you several times, and you kind of wonder, like, should I just give up? What's going on? What should I do next? Well, I was that client, and I had something that happened to me just a few minutes ago that I wanted to share with you to hopefully boost your confidence or your sales team's confidence around the follow-up and nurture phase with new opportunities. So I reached out to a vendor through a cold email that they had sent me about a month and a half ago asking for some more information. I got a call from this great guy named Pete. We scheduled an appointment, and when the appointment was supposed to happen 2 days later, I canceled at the last minute. The reason I canceled was not because I'm not interested anymore in what Pete's company had to offer. It was because I had a whole stack of priorities that day and some things that came up, and when I looked at my list of priorities, that was the one thing that I could shed off my appointment schedule for that day. And then just, as things come about, that was always the one thing that I needed to be able to shed versus the other priorities. So it was bottom of my priority list. That doesn't mean that it wasn't important. It just didn't make the top of the list in that moment, which is very typical, I can tell you, from a buyer's perspective and from what happens in the corporate world or the B2B buying world just in general. Pete was so very accommodating and patient and was here to serve me. And he contacted me 9 times over the last month and a half. Not just phone calls, not pestering. I really didn't feel that Pete was pestering me at all during any of this because he always came from a service, very authentic level. And he contacted me via email, phone, and LinkedIn. So 3 different modes that he was using. 9 different times. And finally, this afternoon, he got a hold of me. I picked up the phone when he called, and we rescheduled. And I am not going to reschedule that appointment that I have set for tomorrow morning to speak with him. Now, just keep in mind that that was just the process to get the appointment. Now we're going to go through the conversation around what they do, what their benefits to me would be, how they set themselves apart, all the sales questions that need to be answered, all of my questions that need to be answered to see if we're a right fit for each other. So I can't stress enough how important it is to stick to it in the follow-up and the nurture stage. There's a huge percentage of salespeople that give up after the second try or that give up after the first or second cancellation. I canceled 3 times on Pete, and now we're at our 4th. And I'm committed to this meeting because I have time on my schedule tomorrow, and at this point, I'm kind of feeling like I owe Pete, because he's been so patient with me, I at least owe him the opportunity to share what it is that they do. So keep this in mind. I hope this gives you some confidence in moving forward with your follow-up phase. And if you need any assistance or any help, we're always here to serve you as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.